In today's video, I want to talk to you about how even locking in the smallest amount of money can add up to a bigger number over time. What's going on, guys? Johnny Trades here, and today we want to talk about consistency and making sure that we're doing a good job by locking in even the smallest amount of profits. I'm going to go ahead and showcase to you some of my profits, and all that I ask is that you smash the like button and subscribe to the channel if you find this useful or helpful. Now, going into my computer, you can see here, locking in even 1% a day can result in some pretty significant numbers, making $20 on the 3rd, another 19 on the 4th, another 19 on the 5th, another $33 on the 6th, another $25 on the 7th, $15 on the 10th, $23 on the 11th, $18 on the 12th, $23 on the 13th, and $20 on the 14th. You can very easily see I'm not locking in a ton of money. I'm not making 5, 10, 20% a day, 50% a day. But what I am doing is I'm showing consistency. Every day I show up and we lock in money. Now, yes, there are red days. I actually went 10 days in a row. I think it was more like 11 days in a row. And on that 12th day, I took a small loss. The thing I wanted to show you is these can add up to significant money. As you can see here, the first week on March 10th was $100 for that week. And the next week, um, March 2nd, I'm not sure why I went backwards, made $218, which is 12% of my total account size. Now, I'm not trading with a large amount of money, but by understanding that, look, we were able to lock in almost $20 every single day, we're able to make about $100 to $125 a week, which can translate to $400 to $500 a month. And that's a big deal for anybody who's just starting investing. So if you guys are kind of getting discouraged, or maybe you don't think it's enough right now, maybe you're making 5 or 10 bucks a day, but you're consistent, just know that over time, as your account grows, so will your experience level, and so will the money that you're actually making and profiting. The big thing to know is consistency, locking in those profits when you see fit. Don't hold them too long and give back all your profits to where now you have red days. And making sure you have more green days than actual red days will actually help you significantly more when making these trades. Now, I did want to show you again here um, the same chart. Okay, that shows the 14th, the 17th. We only made 27 cents. Okay, it was still a green day, but it wasn't a big profitable day. And then on the 18th, made another $10. So we had, 5, 10, 11, 12 green days in a row. And then on that next day, we actually did take a loss. And I'll showcase that to you here. And as you can see, we took a 2.5% loss. We lost about $32. Now, in the grand scheme of things, that's a very small amount to lose. Now, it would have been better if I only lost $5 or $10 and keeping it less than 1% of a loss. But again, I didn't lose 10% or 20% or 50% of my account by trying to push that trade. Again, could have did a little better by cutting my losses a little sooner. But on the grand scheme of things, being able to make all this money and all these green days, and this only canceling out one day. So let's say this $32 canceled out this $33. We still made 20, 40, 60, 85, 100, 120, 140, 160, 180, $190 in these 13 trading days. So losing 30, yes, it sucked, but overall still very green on the day. And I want you guys to know that if you are struggling to make a profit, that it is okay. And I can even show you the exact trade that I lost. I bought up here, signs of resistance or support. It fell below support, and that's where I should have cut my losses. Instead, I actually bought more as I saw signs of it going up, and instead of cutting my losses here, I thought it would bounce again. It didn't bounce, and I cut my losses down here. This was a $35 loss. Now, I could have cut my losses over here and not added more to my position under that moving average. I could have not have added more to this position here either, and I didn't have to hold as long either. I could have actually probably either broke even at this point or lost maybe $5 or so. But because I got in my head, I wanted to have a green day. I didn't want to, waste this day trade. It resulted in a small loss. And overall, that's okay. You're going to have those losses. There are going to be days where, you know, you may have a loss, but don't let that discourage you from the overall bigger picture. Zoom out, let yourself know, hey, the good things that you're doing, and know that you can become a profitable trader as long as you show up every single day. If I didn't show up those 12 or 13 days in a row, then I may never have made those 12 or 13, those 11 days of profit. If I wouldn't have shown up on that 13th day, well, then sure, maybe I wouldn't have lost any money, but I was also wouldn't have made any money either. So it's all about making sure that you're aware that, hey, I'm here for the long game. I'm here for the bigger picture. And just know that even if you're only making $5 a day, $10 a day, $20 a day, it does add up eventually to those bigger numbers to where you can even make, 100, 200, $300 a day, where I've been able to do that more consistently. It's all about emotional control. It's all about making sure you know what your risk is when you're going into a trade and what your take profit is also when going into a trade. So I hope that helped. It was just a small, quick little video to encourage you all that, hey, you're on the right track, you're doing the right things. Now let's just make sure we're doing them on a more consistent basis and we're always ending our day, our week, our month, our year on a green note. Thank you for your time. Subscribe to the channel, smash the like button, and we'll see you all in the next video.